In this movie, we examine in depth one of the most talked about people at the moment. Chelsea, 44, has been dubbed the most indecent woman in the world. We'll examine why her daring wardrobe selections have generated so much interest, controversy, and discussion. The wealth of information in this film will keep you interested and give you a fresh perspective on what it means to be innovative in today's society. If you are attracted to bold fashion, unbridled self-expression, and the kind of personality that draws praise and criticism, make sure you see it through to the end. We will examine the images that have sparked strong feelings on the internet while talking about the woman's influence on society as a whole. This film aims to understand the path of a woman who has decided to express herself in a way that contradicts all conventional rules, rather than to pass judgment. Many have characterized Chelsea's present appearance as stunning, provocative, and yes, indecent by conventional standards. Chelsea has come to represent unadulterated, unrestrained individuality. At 44, she is a living example of how it is possible to redefine oneself and feel proud of oneself at any age. This movie will walk you through a selection of the most talked about images that show her in times of daring defiance, with a focus on the curves and attitudes that challenge the stereotypes of how women, especially older women, should appear to the outside world. These pictures symbolize a bold assertion of identity and a refusal to be constrained by conventional norms. They are not only about appearing a specific way. Chelsea has been closely watched by the public since the beginning of her voyage, and every decision she has made has been welcomed with a mixture of shock, astonishment, and occasionally plain indignation. That being said, what does it mean to label her indecent? In this conversation, we examine this title more closely and consider whether it is a legitimate evaluation or only a holdover from earlier ideas about maturity, beauty, and self-expression. Her sense of style is well considered, as you can see from her images. It's a celebration of her distinct form and a declaration of confidence that defies traditional modesty. This woman is really courageous because she knows what she wants and doesn't hesitate to express it, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. Chelsea's bold use of fashion to highlight her individuality is one of her most noticeable traits. In her photographs, she is depicted in unconventional clothing, choosing bold and striking styles that many would never think a 44-year-old lady could carry off. Each picture depicts a life lived independently, with each posture and demeanor serving as a daring declaration of personality. In one picture, she stands with assurance against a background that highlights every inch of her body and attire. Her clothing's translucent components are meant to be provocative, yet they are styled so beautifully that you can't help but be impressed by the creative decisions made. Enjoy the harmony of style and individuality that Chelsea adds to each image as you watch. The way Chelsea's images capture her inner power and physical beauty is another factor that adds to their allure. Every glance she gives has a backstory, a series of highs and lows that have brought her to this point of unbridled expression. Her images reveal as much about her personality as they do about her body, according to many admirers. They perceive a woman who has borne the brunt of social criticism, survived the storm of public scrutiny, and emerged from the experience with a renewed sense of self. Her physique, which is emphasized in these pictures, is a monument to a lifetime of fortitude, adversity, and self-care. It is more than just a picture of the ideal body. It serves as a reminder that beauty changes with us and can be honest, brave, and daring. We will also talk about Chelsea's image and the broader cultural influence of her work throughout the film. Her images have served as a rallying cry for body positivity and greater acceptance of many types of beauty for many. They challenge the restrictive conventions that have long controlled the media by arguing that being indecent can just mean being real. Chelsea's unguarded display of her body stands out as a potent statement that beauty can be found in all shapes and sizes, and that maturity and self-assurance are the keys to releasing a timeless and revolutionary kind of attractiveness in an era where many faces on film are shaped to meet unachievable ideals. Her impact extends far beyond a camera and is felt by everybody who has ever been under pressure to live up to a standard that is just not suitable for them. We would want to emphasize today that everyone's definition of indecent may vary. One generation may view something that shocks another as brave self-expression, Chelsea has generated innumerable comments, debates, and pushed many people to reevaluate their own views on what society considers appropriate. The purpose of the images we are going to display is to start a discussion about how far we have come and how far we still have to go in recognizing a variety of beauty forms. Not to stir up controversy in and of itself, think about how subjective experiences and shifting conventions influence views as you view these pictures and hear the responses they have elicited. Chelsea is a real-life example of how a woman can redefine beauty via her tale of self-expression, resiliency, and reinvention. Every picture in this presentation represents an important turning point in Chelsea's past. You can observe how her image has changed over time by contrasting early photos of her as a budding celebrity with more recent ones that depict her defying expectations. Admiring the liveliness that infuses each image and the constancy of her own style is tough to ignore, whether it is taken in a straightforward setting that accentuates her inherent grace, or in a more stylized one that shows her daring fashion choices. Every picture serves as a reminder of her distinct voice in the realm of beauty. Her photograph's combination of tenderness and defiance tells an uplifting and thought-provoking story that challenges viewers' ideas of what is respectable and lovely. Let these pictures serve as a celebration of uniqueness and the guts to be different. What many believed was feasible has been altered by Chelsea's audacious bodily exhibition, particularly for ladies who have outlived the conventionally praised age. Beauty evolves and gets bolder, deeper, and more expressive as life experiences grow. She reminds us that beauty endures via her story. The lines and curves of her face convey a tale of victory, and times when she stood by her beliefs despite the opinions of others. Because Chelsea's image encourages everyone to value their individuality and all of their physical parts, regardless of how society may try to define them, it is refreshing in a culture that is quick to categorize and criticize. Before I conclude, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who watched the entire video, which followed the intriguing path of Chelsea, a 44-year-old woman who transcends controversy and is sometimes referred to as the most indecent, owing to her bold sense of style. Her images challenge our own notions of propriety, style, and individuality, while also serving as a potent reminder that true beauty is found in having the guts to express oneself. Consider how you define beauty and how you show your individuality in the world as you consider the pictures and the influence they have had. As Chelsea's tale demonstrates, anyone can be bold, defy expectations, and write their own story about what it means to be truly beautiful. I appreciate you coming with me today. I sincerely hope that these breathtaking pictures and the narrative behind them have opened your eyes to new ideas about beauty, individuality, and having the guts to stand out. Remember that although some may use terms like indecent, courage, strength, and the capacity to motivate others are what really defines someone as valuable, everyone can learn from Chelsea's journey, which has redefined those very terms. Let the picture of a strong woman on her own terms motivate you to be who you are, regardless of what other people may think, and enjoy the remainder of your day.